I was debating whether or not I should actually post this video because I'm going to be sharing and exposing some of the more secret insights into where the market is shifting towards and how you can position yourself to make a lot of money basically. And it's becoming more competitive than ever. Like the AI scene, whether it's people starting AI agencies or just selling automation B2B, it's becoming competitive. Like it is crazy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But if you watch this video, I'm going to tell you how you can differentiate yourself and how you can position yourself to make a lot of money. And 90% of people won't watch this video, which is amazing because it gives you the opportunity to actually do what I'm telling you to do. And this is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing. This is literally what I'm going to be doing to make a lot of money, okay? So I highly suggest you listen up. If you've got a notepad, get it out, take some notes, because this is a video you are not going to want to miss. Now, most of you, I'm just making it hard for yourself. That's the easiest way I can put it. It doesn't have to be hard. Hard work does not equate to wealth or, gaining money. If that were the case, then you would find people who were working 10, 12 hours, a day in the mines becoming millionaires, but that's just not how life works, okay? It's about working smart. Yes, I'd rather you work hard and smart, but yeah, I'm going to be revealing some pretty crazy insights in this video, so let's get into it. Now, most of you are stuck in the old way of scaling a business, okay? What you're doing probably is you're probably chasing leads all day, and even if you get them on a meeting, you're probably struggling to gain their trust, and this results in a longer sales cycle. Maybe it's a 2-call close, maybe you have to jump on 3 calls. I've seen some people have to jump on 4 calls with their prospects just to get them to buy, which is absurd, okay? That's not what we want to be doing. And then even if you sign a client, you probably don't even like working with that client because there are some 50-year-old, manager who is always negative or something. And then you're overworking, building your automations and AI systems for your picky clients who micromanages you. And it's just not why we got into business in the first place. You need to build a business around the life you want, not the other way around. So this is the new way. This is how you're going to make a lot of money, okay? And this is what I'm going to be doing to make a lot of money in the future. So market positioning. If you are telling people how you're going to make them, more money with AI or save them more time with AI, why are you telling people when you could just be showing them? You could be sharing so much value that they're always looking for more. And there's 2 types of people in life, okay? You've got drifters and you've got non-drifters. Drifters are people that float through life. They're easily manipulated. They're easily influenced. They see someone doing something and then they copy them. They reason by analogy, which is, just that, where they see someone doing something, they copy them. And yeah, I mean, it's in the name, right? They're drifting through life with no purpose. They don't have any, end goal in mind. And then you've got non-drifters. Non-drifters are those that think for themselves. They are, very purpose-driven. They know what they want in life and they're going to get it. And they always give. Whereas most of you guys are expecting to get thousands of dollars from clients without ever giving them or without giving the market value. And that's just not how life works, okay? So market positioning. From this point on, right, you are going to be providing value to the market in some way or another. It doesn't have to be YouTube videos. It could be writing. You need to find your style. But essentially, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be solving people's problems for free. If you are helping, let's just say, roofing companies with automations, with Make.com or VoiceFlow, like, why aren't you making YouTube videos educating them how to do this and then just selling the implementation? So you're giving away the secrets, selling the implementation, and then you're basically going to exchange more value for data. So you're going to solve people's problems for free and show the market how they can do automations. But then you're going to make your content so goddamn good and you're going to solve so many people's problems for free that they're going to be asking for more. And that's when you give them more free value, but for their email and phone number this time. And an example of this is you don't have to be on YouTube. I do recommend YouTube just because you can skip a layer in the funnel and you're constantly going for people who are problem aware and they understand their problems and they understand they need AI or they need automations. So that's, all your viewers are going to be basically. But it could be TikTok. Like, for example, this guy, 47K on TikTok, He makes automating content. For example, here I built an AI automation for a pizza shop that takes orders, 8,000 views. You got this guy, 100,000 views, talking about, I don't know, how businesses can automate stuff. Same with this person. And this is what you need to be doing. You need to be educating the market before you can finally receive. Most of you don't deserve to get like thousands of dollars. That's just, it's the truth, okay? So then what you'd be doing is you'd be selling some type of free asset. This could be a free community for business owners. Let's just say small business owners looking to implement AI, right? That's just one example. It's a community. You could have a free course. You could have a free PDF. You could have a free training. It could be anything. It could actually be, a done for you like free booking bot. I don't know. But you would basically just exchange more value, but for their email and phone number this time. So that is pretty simple. And these are some examples of what you could be selling. These are all very kind of self-liquidating offers where, free viral growth hacks, free access to GPTs. They're basically just collecting info and then selling via email and phone number, SMS, text messages. But that is what you'd be doing on this portion, right? Okay. And I'm not saying, right, outbound doesn't work. I'm going to get into that in a second. But just keep watching, right? The value is going to get even crazier than what it is now. So you're going to be able to book calls very easily because now you've got their email and phone number. You can then just, have a 30-day or a 7-day or even a 100-day email drip campaign where they get one email every day telling them to book a call, but providing value first in the emails as well. So you're providing more value. So that is what you do. You'd start with the call to action in the emails being a booked call. And this would allow you to just jump on meetings with business owners and see what they want, basically. And you can start high ticket. So you can start with a done for you. Then you can transition into a done with you once you grow your brand. And you kind of need to understand the total addressable market, so TAM. And this kind of links to purchasing power as well. So when it comes to pricing and how much you should charge for your AI solutions, it depends on how big the market is and the purchasing power of that market. For example, if I'm working with, I don't know, let's just say teenager agency owners that they don't have $5,000, $10,000 to just spend on AI. So it makes sense to go for a low ticket. Whereas if you're working with older people, 60-year-olds who have their business, but they really want to invest in AI, then you can go for more, the thousands. So that's one thing to note is the total addressable market times the purchasing power. And that is how you price things. But I would always recommend starting with high ticket because you're not going to be like an insane marketer to start with. Like that's just not how it works. You're going to suck. Like you're going to absolutely be awful at content. But if you do what I told you to do in this video, you'll get good very quick. And I'm going to explain how if you keep watching. So, so that is that. Now we've covered these three things. Now what you're going to be selling, is a done for you or a done with you consulting model or a hybrid, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And you could just sell done for you like infrastructure, either low ticket, mid ticket or high ticket, B2C or B2B. And it's going to be really easy to close clients on this. Like, it's just how it works basically because they already know, like, and trust you from your content. And it's just amazing. So if we look at offers quickly, make sure you keep watching because it's going to get a lot more valuable in a second, right? After this offer quickly thing. But this is going to allow you to have more freedom. You're going to love the clients you work with and you're going to finally have purpose and you can attract the life you want, because you're passionate about it. Like is what it is. Like compared to this way where, it's just not the right thing to be doing. And I've tried this way and I actually scaled this way. I actually got about 15 to 20 clients completely done for you, high ticket for my appointment setting agency back about a year ago. And it was like the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like the amount of stress, I literally did not want to wake up in the morning. But I've explained that in one of my other YouTube videos. But going back to this, let me help you with your offers now. So if we quickly look at this, and I'm going to give you an action plan as well, guys, because it's one thing me telling you to do this, but I also wanted to literally tell you what you need to do day in and day out to make this happen and to, position yourself to become, the go-to person in the future. But this is where the market's shifting towards 100%. So done for you services aren't the most fun, nor the most scalable. So here's the more underexposed, underground alternative. You've got a done for you infrastructure, and it can be unproductized or productized. So productized is just where you're supplying one solution to one group of people at one price point, basically. That's as simple as it gets. Or you've got unproductized, which is more of a controversial opinion for mine, but I would recommend you just jump on meetings with especially if you're just a complete beginner. Just all you should be doing is appointment setting, and then just hopping on calls, understanding patterns in where the market is having problems, because you would go on the sales call, you would ask them questions, you would get to speak to them, you would understand their problems, and then you can just gain some capital by just doing what they want, basically. And you'll learn so much by just getting the initial few clients. So that's why I would probably recommend just going with unproductized. So it doesn't matter if you aren't 100% sure what you're doing yet with your online business. That's totally fine. Most people are in the same position. But once you get clients, you'll then start to be able to adapt to what the market wants. But long story short, you would do the service for them for the first 2 weeks. So you'd set everything up for them, and then you would transition into a done with you partnership, which is a consulting model. So you essentially build the AI and you place it into their business, and then you just consult them on how to use it. Maybe it's bi-weekly, so twice a month you can just hop on a call with them and just see if they need any help with it, or maybe they need some new AI things, and you'd go from there, basically. And that way it's much more scalable, because you spend 2 weeks building it, not even that, probably it could be like a few days, and then you're just serving people in a much more impactful way. So the market wants money and time. So these are all the things you need in your offer. You need someone to help. You need end result, the outcome you promise. And it doesn't matter what you're selling, AI, automation, ads. This is still the end result of what the benefits of the benefits of the benefits do. So for example, if you're running Facebook ads, you would sell them on the fact that would get them more traffic. That more traffic, we get them more appointments, and the benefits of those appointments would be more revenue. And that revenue, the benefit of that would be like more money, and then they can help their family more, and that's what you're selling. The furthest part on the spectrum, basically. So then you've got latent conditions. This is just most of them have tried but failed, so that's what you would want to include in their offer. And then you've got the methodology. So this is just like a shiny thing to provoke curiosity, to get them to book a call. And then you've got the time frame, and you also need risk reversal, which is just a guarantee, basically. But I don't want to talk about this too much, because I talked about this in, I think, my last video. But you would have mechanisms which are what build up the actual offer. So if you guarantee 7 clients for fitness coaches without doing ads or content, using, I don't know, a special methodology or whatever in 30 days, then this is how you would get them those 7 clients, and you need to figure that out. So and the more conviction you have in your mechanisms, the easier it is going to be to get clients, because most of you guys, the reason you haven't scaled yet is because of second, third, and even fourth order consequence, because you understand that if you reach out to someone, then you actually have to jump on a meeting, which is scary. And if you close them, then you actually have to deliver a service, which is also scary. So it's the second and third order consequences of the initial action that is holding you back, guys. So make sure you're really competent in what you're doing. And you can do that by getting clients on a cheaper price point. So maybe a few $100s a month just to start with, and go from there, basically. Or if you know anyone, you can just do it for free. But this is an example. So like week 1, for example, you would send AI SMS to all their leads. Same with emails. And this could easily get them a return on investment of those 7 clients in the first week. Another example of a mechanism, and a good offer is basically having mechanisms that don't take you much time to deliver, but can yield a return on investment very fast for the client. So utilizing their existing database of leads is the easiest way, as well as then having free asset you'd create for them and put it in their Instagram bio or Facebook or whatever, and then just nurturing drip campaigns, ManyChat, voice flow to carry out the conversation. And this is just week 1. This is what you'd build for them. And then you would just have a complete ManyChat, Go Level, voice flow stack. For example, to automate IG conversations. So whenever they get a new follower, it starts a conversation with ManyChat, or whenever someone likes their content, it starts a conversation, and it tries to get them in for an appointment. And that is insanely valuable. And then after that, after you've built this and put it into their business, you would then just consult them, done with you. And that is where the future is moving towards. Or eventually, once you get to a big enough, authority in your space, you can just do this like completely. You can just sell done for you, done with you. Another example is like we help SaaS companies reduce churn by 10% without being unethical, using the XYZ method in less than 15 days. This is a really good one because humans would rather humans would not rather lose than gain, if that makes sense. So like humans hate loss. Like if you know loss aversion and that cognitive bias, then you would understand that if I were to give you $100 but then take that $100 back, you'd be twice as unhappy compared to when I gave you that $100. So by reducing churn, which is something that all businesses need, right? Especially SaaS or subscription based or communities. That is like an amazing offer, and the future is for those that like can be creative and think outside the box, because most people, reason by analogy, they just copy what everyone else is doing, and you'll never succeed, right? You need a unique offer, you need to position yourself in the market, and you need to become inimitable, which I'll explain in a second. So mechanisms for this offer, right? Let's say this is your offer. You could use Zapier or Make.com integrated with their Stripe. So whenever a member cancels, because let's say a member cancels on the 15th, and then they obviously stay until the 30th, and that's when they churn. You could have like email drip campaigns or SMS campaigns automated, so it tries to make them rebuy or to not cancel, basically. And that's a really great offer. Like not many people are doing this. You need to be creative. And then you can transition into done with you consulting model. Like another example was I was on a call the other day with a guy, and he basically has actually custom coded like this like content system that, for example, could get all my videos on my YouTube channel and just distribute them like 1,000 a day onto Instagram, YouTube Shorts, onto like fan pages and stuff. And that is a really good example of becoming inimitable. Inimitable is hard to replicate. And this makes it easier for client acquisition, because the harder your offer is to deliver, the less competition you're going to be having. So obviously that equals more clients and an easier road for you. But like the iPhone is a great example. Like if you walk into, the Apple store, like not only is the framing like on point in terms of they always space out the iPhones really far apart from each other to make it more, because like usually things on its own, like if you were to walk into an Apple store, you'll see like the iPhone on its own, like it's not crowded around other iPhones. They give the iPhone space to breathe, basically, and that is associated with like art or even real estate, and it makes the frame, and it makes it like a higher perception of pricing, which is really clever by iPhone. But Steve Jobs, like he was the master of inimitability, if that's a word, where like if you walk into an Apple store, you can't say to the like salesperson, oh, I don't want to buy this iPhone, I'm going to go make one in my like backyard at home. Like it's impossible, you can't do it. So that is what you need to have your offer like. You need to have your offer so goddamn good that no one else can replicate it, and that is going to make client acquisition easy for you, and that is the future. So that is just your offer. Now what I want to talk about, right, is, so hopefully you should understand this, and you should understand how to position yourself in the market. But now I actually want to give you action steps. And what I would say quickly is that, like if we click on this quickly, so you'll see that increasing the learning curve can actually be done by this thing called the explanation effect. Now, this effect is basically, it states that like if you learn something with the intention of explaining it to someone else, you're going to learn a lot quicker. So this is why you can kill two birds with one stone by just sharing what you're learning with these softwares. So kind of like documenting your journey. People love the journey, right? People love documentation. Like think about Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's an absolute valueless like show. Like there's no value, there's no substance to it, but people love it. And if you can do the same but actually provide value and share what you're learning, you can see how on a long enough time frame you can start to build up a bit of a community, and that is really important. So you are simply just sharing one area of your expertise, so AI or some softwares, and you will absolutely suck at the start, right? But that is why you need to go hard with volume. It's the only way to get better. there's only so much thinking you can do. You need to just put the pen to paper, start literally just recording videos like this, and you'll get better with every single one. Even if it's 1% better, that is what you need. And I would honestly recommend you start daily, and I'll talk about this in a second. But over time, if you can actually go hard with content volume, you'll find your style. You'll find what type of content works best for you. Is it writing? Is it speaking? Is it TikTok, Twitter? Or is it posting tweets to Instagram carousels? I don't know, but if you experiment and you put a lot of volume into the market, you will get there. And over time, you'll have more conviction. You'll be able to speak much more, clearer and in a more articulate way, and better communication. And you'll be the go-to person in your space, and you'll actually be passionate about what you're doing, which is really important in life. So you'll also get to serve the clients you love working with, and this will get you better results for them, and you'll be happier. It's as simple as I can put it. So here's what I would do if I was you right now. Find your style. Just put stuff into the market and see what you're best at. Experiment. So minimum 2 times a day you post on, it could be Instagram, it could be TikTok, it could be Twitter, it could be anything, LinkedIn, whatever where you want to post, just post on there basically, but go hard on volume, and over time you'll be good. So I do recommend having one short form platform for like attention and just nurturing, because at the beginning you won't get views. Like, you will quite literally suck and you won't get any views, but on a long enough time frame you'll start to become good and you will get views. And then have long form, so like YouTube for example, for just nurturing, and then eventually that will start to become your top of the funnel, and that's how people get to know you. So build a free asset to exchange for data. So it could be a free community, free course, free AI PDF, whatever you want. Just be creative, and then just go hard with reach outs. So I know I mentioned here, right, that most people chase leads, but the whole point of outreach, in my opinion, like, this isn't 2020 or even 2018 when you could reach out to a business and, like, because they've never been reached out to before, the like exposure was so low, you could just get them on a call basically, because they don't have a high sales resistance. Whereas now there's so many like triggers that goes off in their mind because they've been exposed to agencies and people trying to sell them stuff. So you can do reach outs, but the benefit of doing reach outs is the fact that they're going to see your message on Instagram and then watch your content on your Instagram. Or maybe you do a in-mail on LinkedIn and then they click on your page, which is the first thing anyone does, and then they see your your like LinkedIn posts, and they like them, they get nurtured, then they book a call. That is why you do reach outs, in my opinion. So that's important. And when I started, most of my clients who were coaches worked with me because I messaged them first, and then they clicked on my profile and they just became nurtured from my content. So really important. But let me actually get into some quantifiable items now. So this is like very specific things you need to do every single day. 2x daily content. You'll be scared. You won't have the ability to speak on camera easily. And bear in mind, I'm introverted, but I've just outworked my personality, if you know what I mean. But same with 150 reach outs. You'll suck, but you'll get better. Sending emails to your newsletter. If you don't have a newsletter there, then just do more of these 2 basically. And then just like reading. You can DM me on Instagram if you want my top 100 books that are honestly some of the most powerful books out there that will change your life if you read all of them. And then also physical exercise. Those are just the main things you need to do every single day. And I would argue that all of these correlate to increasing revenue basically. Physical exercise will make you more mentally sharp, making you more money. This obviously on a long enough time frame will make you top 1%. It's just perfect to do these things. But you've got volume on content, volume on reach outs, so people see your content, and then you're building your own platform, because you don't own YouTube, you don't own Instagram, you don't own TikTok. You need to build your own, and that is done by collecting data and having your own email list basically. So no matter what happens, because you can't rely on the algorithm, so even if YouTube goes down or Instagram goes down, you'll still have that basically. So then just reinvest back into whatever is working basically. So if you're getting clients from outreach, then cool, reinvest into software or talent. Same with content, and that's it. time is your biggest asset. Like, if you can stay consistent and actually do what I've told you to do in this video, then you will make money. Most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a decade. I think Hormozy said that. And Warren Buffett said that wealth in the stock market specifically, but I believe this is more important, like in content or just business. He basically said that wealth is a transfer from the impatient to the patient, basically. So it's a device, basically. It's a device to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. So if you can stick at it and be consistent, yeah, you'll do very well in life. And yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future value like this. I think we just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you who are subscribed. And I promise to give you value in return. Like, I'm going to keep making YouTube videos like this. I'm going to keep giving you the source. And yeah, I know you guys like these videos, and I'm just trying to do my best, honestly, to, provide value. And yeah, follow me on Instagram as well for more value. I post reels on there and stuff. And if you are a coach, consultant, or agency owner and you want me to help you speed up the process, I'll build your offer, I'll build you your scripts, I'll build your funnel, a roadmap for you, pretty much everything to help you get to where you want to be just in less time. Basically, you can book a call in the description, or just DM me on Instagram. And that's it from me. I hope you have an amazing day. And yeah, subscribe if you aren't already, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have an amazing day and take it easy.